Let's take a moment to focus on number formatting in Excel 2013. So we begin by typing in a number into a cell. I'll just type in 12.34, press enter, and what you should see is a simple 12.34, and what we're on is the general number format. However, if you press this button here in the Home tab called, looks like a $sign, this here is an accounting number format. We see here that there's a $sign, and if I type in some more values such as 199.99, enter, I can actually apply the number format to a group of cells or the entire column. If I click on B, I click on column B, and then I click on this little $sign here, and you see that we have the accounting number format applied to this entire column B, and everything is nice and aligned. Accountants love that. They like to see that where the decimals are lined up, and we have pennies over here on the right. Now sometimes as we're typing in some other information here, I'm just going to type in some random numbers here. We don't necessarily always want that $sign there. So this is where you highlight some cells and you say, I don't want accounting number format. I want this to be, hit the drop down box, general. Or if you don't want this to be treated as a number, sometimes you want to force it to be treated as text. So you can choose text here. And of course you can center text and do various things. But again, if you like the accounting format, click that $sign. If you don't like that $sign symbol, hit this little comma style. So hit the comma style button here, and you can see there's no $sign. It still lines numbers up, but we no longer have the $sign. Alright, so let me just delete all this. I can press delete after highlighting. I can click on the column B, and I can change the formatting to general once again. Now what if I type in the number 0.88? 0.88, what is that? As a percentage, if I click on this percent style button or Control Shift percent sign, I'm just going to click on here, this button here. 0.88 means 88%. So if I have a number here, maybe the number is 2000, and this is 88%. You can actually find out what 88% of 2000 is by saying equals this amount here. I'm clicking on A4, multiplied by this percentage, B4. Press enter. You can see that 88% of 2000 is 1760. We no longer have to write this as 0.88. So 88%, that's nice to know that we have that. Okay, so I'm going to revert this percentage. Let me just delete this. Gonna make this percentage back to a number. You can just treat it as a number or general. I'll make it a number this time. And I'm going to change this number to 3.141592654. And what happened here? Numbers by default, right now it's set at 2 decimal places. And some of you might know this as the number pi. But if we actually hit the increase decimal button here, you can get additional digits of pi. And we notice that this here is actually rounded. So the 3.14159, if you decrease the decimals, it becomes a 6 instead of a 5, because we automatically have rounding. So you can see there's a number of different formats. There's currency accounting. There's even dates. So you can even stick in some dates there, times. You can even represent numbers as fractions. So it's interesting how this can be written as 3 1/7, and it changes as you play around with the values. And scientific text, there's even more number formats. So if you choose more number formats, it takes you to this Format Cells window. Now if I alternatively right click, you can also go to Format Cells, and you can see you can do a lot of the same things, perhaps with additional options. If you just take a look at this, go through these options here. And you can even choose some custom formatting as well. Notice that as you right-click Format Cells, you can also play around with the alignment, which refers to the angle of the actual text. So we have this, let me just change this back to a decimal number here. Let's make this a number, and we want to show 2 decimal places is fine. I'm going to right-click Format Cells. We can actually change the angle and alignment. You can make it 26 degrees. Click on OK, and you have this diagonal. Let's press Ctrl Z or Ctrl Z to undo. You can even click on this button here, which is orientation, and change the angle. Right now, this is going by 45 degrees. But once again, if you right-click Format, you can do even more things. And it's really for you. It's up to you to play around with it. You can choose a certain angle. You can go crazy with the fonts, the borders, the fills, and you can have lots of fun with this. So hopefully you found this tutorial insightful. You can really spruce up your document by applying some nice formatting.